everyone, and welcome to round 4 of FZR Racing League Tier 1. We are in Abu Dhabi today, and I am going to go through the standings really quick. In the drivers' standings, we have Martin Zluva with 60 points in P1, Jamal 51 points, Templus 35, Janator 33 and Henry 25. That's the top 5. In the team standings we have Aston Martin in P1 with 66 points, Ferrari in P2 with 57, Red Bull P3 45, Mercedes 41 points and AlphaTauri with 30 points. We are waiting until someone gets out so we can go on board with them. Both the Red Bulls are out. So let's go with Hoogie Bus. On board with Hoogie Bus. In his out lap, let's see how this first Templus. No, sorry, Huggy Bus, exactly. To put that Red Bull in his first lap. Just lower the sound so you guys can hear me better. Okay. Through the hairpin goes Janator. Yeah, I've just realized Master Strike. Into that tricky chicane. Let's see where he can put that Red Bull. His second race with Red Bull after the move from Mercedes. Pretty much everyone is out except for Striker Boy and Old Hoss at the moment. So let's see where he puts this Red Bull in. Into the last corner. And over the line, 22.6. And Martin Zluva answers with a 122.2. Let's go on board with Phoenix. Also already in Sector 3. Let's see where he can put this AlphaTauri. Phoenix, as we all know, a very good driver. Very good, and it's a 122.3 P2 for Phoenix. Let's go on board with Henry as he takes slipstream from that Red Bull into the chicane. Now the second DRS zone. As there's an Aston Martin slowing down so he can get past. Let's see where Henry can put this McLaren as he got moved up from T2 a while ago. After winning a race, I guess. I think he won a race in T1 as a reserve, so yeah. And he is going to put it on a 122.3, that's P3 for him. Jamal as well done a lap in P5 currently. We go on with Henkas as he makes a purple sector 2. Now let's see. Where will the Williams be after this lap? Say 122.2, that's P2, not far behind Martin Zluva. Let's go on board with Nova Gibson. Purple sector 1, is that? I'm not sure actually if that's always correct. I almost every time I look on the map it's purple, so I hope it is right. Now this tricky chicane, it's not easy to manage that chicane actually. Also sector 2 is purple, let's see. I'll keep an eye as well on a Striker Boy, that's a bit ahead of Nova, to see where Striker Boy is going to put his lap. And Striker Boy goes into the pits, okay. Nova Gibson puts it in P5. So we go on board with Jay Wonder, T2 driver, actually T2 reserve. He has no full-time seat. Won a T2 race in Monza on Friday with ease. Seemed like an Max Verstappen. Not quite 30 seconds to P2, but he was pretty fast. Let's see what he can do in T1 today. As you all can see, he is warming his tires in this game by braking and accelerating at the same time. The brakes warm the tires. Burning fuel as well. And there he goes. Into turn 1. You can gain a lot of time if you take that turn perfectly. It's unbelievable. Everything makes a difference in that turn. Has a McLaren behind. I think he just came out of the pits. It is Old Hoss. DRS wide open for Jay Wonder. Let's see if he can improve his lap. Into the chicane. Almost invalidates. Now second DRS zone. Let's see if he's up on his time. He is 1/10 up. That would not quite be enough for going into the top 10. He needs to gain a bit more. Actually a lot more. 6/10 he would need to go into the top 10. Let's see where he can put his lap. .122.8 P10 actually for J Wonder. Let's go on board with a 10 plus, invalidated. So we go with Atom in the Alfa Romeo, sitting in for Maka, I guess. Let's see where he can put his lap in. Oof, invalidated. Go on board with Oldhos on his first lap. Striker Boy is again on his out lap as he went into the pits after his first lap. Coppercoin is out, left the session. Not sure if he needs an invite. We'll keep an eye on that. So let's see where Oldhos puts his McLaren. Couldn't really show his ability at McLaren. He had a very good season at AlphaTauri last season, pretty consistent, but he couldn't settle down here at at McLaren. Let's see where he can put his car in. It is going to be P13. We go on board with Jamal as he is on his second lap of the race. Ooh, invalidates. We go with Henry. Very easy to invalidate the laps here in this particular part of the track. So let's see where Henry is going to put his lap. Oh, Genator puts it in a 122.1, and Henry 122.1 as well. Wow. Unbelievable. What a fight between those two. I guess Martin, Henkas, Phoenix will come back. Let's go on board with Juno Vane. Puts in a purple sector 2/2 up. I don't think so. That's purple. Just not gonna look at the map. If anyone wants an invite, the best thing is just to write it into the chat in Twitch. If anyone gets disconnected or something. And Juno Vane puts it on provisional pole with a 122.0. Seth Martin, let's go on board with him. Mercedes driver invalidates. Oldhos should be... Oh, Oldhos is going again. Second lap of Oldhos. Let's see what he can do. Actually, let's go on board with Striker Boy as he has no time set yet, and he has no ERS. He goes into the pits. Oldhos. We stay with Oldhos. So let's see how he can improve on his time. Oh, he is round in sector 3. Wanted a bit too much. As Seth Martin is going again, I think, without pitting. We have Brodo as well in an out lap. itself for a second. Sorry about that. So let's see Seth Martin on his second lap on the same tires, I think. Let's see what he can do on those tires. I'll keep an eye as well on Brodo, which is on a lap as well, I think in front of Seth actually, right? No, behind Seth, okay. Two-tenths up for Seth Martin. Coppercoin retired in the pits, I think. Everyone is coming out for the last lap. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Let's see. Seth Martin puts it in P8. Let's go on board with Brodo. Brodo sticks it in P14. J Wonder. Let's see what he can do. A lot of people on outlaps. In front of J Wonder. I hope he doesn't get impeded by these cars. That McLaren goes out of the way. Very good. Ooh, invalidated from J Wonder. He goes into the pits. Now let's see. I'm gonna go on board with the Aston Martin of Martin Zluva as he is doing a purple sector 1, I think. We could say that. Let's see. Who will take pole position? In my opinion, we have here 7 people fighting for pole position. Striker Boy and J Wonder finish their qualifying, and Andre as well. Hoogie Boss finishes in P2. Let's see what Martin can do. There is a McLaren. Oof. Can Martin go for pole position? Yes, he can. Provisional pole for Martin Zluva. 121.8. It's gone board with Nova. Puts it in P5. Juno Vane. Oof. Henkas puts it in P5. Phoenix, where is he going to put it? 3/10 up on his time. That is not enough. That is not enough. P3 for Phoenix. Martin gets the pole position here in Abu Dhabi. 121.8. Junuvane P2 with a 22 flat almost. Then Phoenix 122.033. Genator with a 122.067, and Henry in the McLaren with a 122.135 in P5. Wow. Martin was flying on that lap. Okay, then on to the race. That was actually very close. I mean, P2 to P4 was really close. Actually, to P5. It was very, very close. Just a reminder, there is no formation lap. So, let's see. We should be going right away. Waiting for everyone selecting their strategy and the fuel levels. Actually a very close qualifying. Haven't seen that in some time. And there we go. Five lights out, and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's see how this is going to be. Turn one, clean turn one. That's good to see. Martin has a very good start. Already some changes behind. Oh, there's a McLaren. Henry took a bit of a spin. Jamal is going for the move. No, he's not. He stays behind. And Nova threatens to overtake. Let's see the tires of each one. Oof. Only Juno Vane, Genator, Henkas, Seth, Tamplos and Atom on the hards. Everyone else is on the mediums. That's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at the positions changes. Jamal already won 3 positions. So did Striker Boy. Phoenix changed with Juno Vane and is now charging on Martin Zluva as he is flying away. Seth Martin close behind the Williams of Henkas. He stays behind, goes for the outside. Tries the switch back. No, don't think so. Yeah, Abu Dhabi will be a track with a lot of DRS terrain, I guess. I think this is going to be DRS terrain for life. So, let's see. That's actually cool. Never seen that. A Mercedes driver with a Red Bull helmet. We should ask Seth Martin about that. It's his helmet. He's on board with Nova Gibson. He is close behind Genator in P6 currently. Let's see. SP3 is already far behind Phoenix. Phoenix puts in the fastest lap of the race. Two-tenths only behind that Red Bull of Genator. Very close battle here for P3. DRS is activated as well. And there we go with the DRS train that I mentioned earlier. Jamal cannot quite make it past Junuvane. Junuvane gets a very good exit. Will he be able to defend himself from Jamal? No, he is not. Jamal is through onto P3. Phoenix catched up to Martin. Half a second separating these two. Let's go on board with Henkas. Close behind Nova Gibson. As Henkas has 65% of ERS compared to 49% of Nova Gibson. Nova Gibson also closing up on Janator. And who's round? Andre, DNF, that is a safety car. Full course safety car on lap 4. So, no one started on the softs, so no one's going to benefit from this, I think. But Martin and Phoenix lose that 2.5 second gap that they have to the rest of the pack. Let's take a look at the position changes now. Jamal 5 positions up already. Striker Boy still with the 3 positions up. And Henry. What happened to Henry at the beginning of the race? Not sure. 7 positions down. And we have Atom in P13 with 1 position gained. Holding a bit the cars behind him, I guess. Oldhaus is as well in last place. What happened to Oldhaus? I don't think anyone is going to dive into the pits. Coppercoin gets a 3-second time penalty under a safety car, and there is Henry is going into the pits. Let's see if he goes to the hards. Oh, he goes for the second set of mediums, and we have now both McLarens at the back. P15 and 16 for McLaren. Martin holding the pack. He's controlling the speed as soon as the safety car comes in. If Henry manages to catch up, I think the safety car might be in this lap. Atom loses a position, not sure why. Let's see if Henry can catch up to his teammate Oldhaus. He should be able to before sector 3. I'm not sure actually. Let's see what race control says. And safety car is not in this lap, I guess. Nope. Safety car is going for another lap. Seems like it. Yeah. Safety car stays another lap out. Okie dokie. I hope it doesn't happen like in Jeddah. We had like what was it, 4, 5, 4 or 5. Oh, Henry is in again for the hearts. Right. Okay. 6. Master Strike is saying 6 safety cars in Jeddah. I didn't get it. Did he wanted to go to the mediums, to the hards, and went on to the mediums? Or what happened? Okay. Then I guess the safety car stays out another lap. So restart. Actually, no. Henry already catched up. He catched up earlier than the last time. Didn't fix wing first time. Oh, okay. Safety car is in this lap. He didn't fix his wing at the first stop. Says the McLaren team principal Phantom. I think it's not that good to see both of his drivers out of the points, and most crucially P15 and 16 so lost currently. Let's see when Martin is going to go for the restart. Oh, sorry. Let's see the perspective of Phoenix. There he goes. Martin's gone very early actually, and manages to get a small gap. 6/10. Phoenix didn't react that bad, but let's see. No DRS for the next 2 laps. 3 actually. As Coppercoin gets overtaken by Henry. Can Phoenix catch Martin? Bit of ERS from Phoenix. Jamal close behind Phoenix in the Ferrari. Let's see, can Jamal make a move and go up into P2? Nova Gibson makes a move on the Red Bull. Actually, they're going side by side. No, Janator backs off. Everything very close. Nova Gibson is already behind, close behind Juno Vane. Let's go on board with Nova Gibson now. Okay, the safety car at the end brought back the fight for P1 and P2, as though these boys were already gone before the safety car. But now everyone is back in the race. Is there going to be a move from anyone? I don't think so. Nova Gibson is too far behind. Very close at the front there. Let's go on board with Jamal. Phoenix is catching up. 3/10. Seth Martin is also closing down on Henkas. Oof. Very close actually. Maybe a bit too close for Seth Martin. And DRS is enabled. And yellow flag. Nova Gibson is round. Nova Gibson is round and is now in P15. So is the Haas of Brodo. What is happening? Haas from Brodo is round. Let's go on board with Jamal as he is close to the back of Phoenix. And Phoenix gets a very good exit out of that chicane. And is he going for a move? Yes, he is. He has it done before the turn and it's lagging a bit. And Jamal is now behind Martin. Phoenix is through. Jay Wonder close to 10 plus, to the back of 10 plus. Let's see, DRS is now enabled and that's going to be the chance for Martin as well to get back the position. Broder retired in the pits. Yes, Broder retired in the pits. That's very good from him. Okay, who gets the best exit now? Phoenix gets a very good exit. So does Martin. Everyone gets a very good exit out of that turn. As there is beginning to form a small gap between P10 and P9. But P1 to P9 is everyone under a second of the car in front. Jamal being the closest at the moment. And yellow flag, 10 plus is round. 10 plus is round. Right. As Red Bull team principal, not happy to see that, of course, but the show must go on. So we go on board with Janator, closing up on Henkas, goes for the inside into the chicane, brakes late, and bit of contact I think, but he makes it stick. P4 for the Red Bull driver. And now Jamal also catching up to Martin. Martin has no DRS. Actually, he has. The wing is just not open. But he still had DRS. Don't think he's going to get DRS on the next lap. Martin is losing the contact to Phoenix. Already over a second, he goes wide there. Could have been a warning. Brodo left the session as well. Let's see what Jamal can do on Martin's Luva. As Martin is losing a lot of time to Phoenix, both on the same tire compound. All the podium places are all on mediums, and there goes Jamal. Should be an easy move for Jamal. It is an easy move for Jamal. He is through into P2. And now on the mission to catch up to Phoenix. Old teammate of last season at Ferrari, Phoenix and Jamal. Let's stay on board with Martin. That is behind Jamal. Jamal is trying to close the gap and he's managing, I think, to close the gap. Actually, no. Still losing time to Phoenix. Seth Martin is now very close to the back of the Williams as Jay Wonder goes already into the pits, trying to go for a undercut maybe. He is going onto the hard tires. Let's get on board again with Seth Martin. Seth could make it through, but no, Junivane manages to have a good exit there. Lap 13, I guess, either this or next lap, the medium runners will come into the pits. Let's see. Everything close here between Seth Martin and Junivane. Oh, bit of a lag. As Martin's Luva comes into the pits. Martin is in the pits. Is Seth going for a move? No. So is Striker Boy. Both Aston Martins. Martin goes on to the hards. Is Striker Boy going to lose time? I don't think so. They actually managed to time this. Also onto the hards. Go back on board with Seth Martin. Henry is actually now very close to Seth Martin. Even if Henry had that issue with the front wing during the safety car, he is already in P7 and has a pit stop done. I don't think these tires will be good or very good. Ooh, pushing off track, maybe. Ooh, let's see. Henry close to Seth Martin now. And Junivane, is it? Yeah, Junivane goes into the pits. So goes Jamal. So goes Phoenix. Junivane on the hards. Jamal goes to the hards. Phoenix goes to the hards. And Junivane should go to the mediums. Yes, he does go to the mediums. So let's see. Huggy Boss leading now the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, with Henkas close behind, and now with DRS. Henkas has a very good exit out of that turn. It's managing the overtake on Janator. Let's stay on board with Janator. With the DRS open, can get near to Henkas, but not enough to make the overtake. Also think the hard runners will come into the pits after this lap, or actually in this lap or next lap, not sure. But very close battle here, P4 to P1. all within 1 second. Henry close behind Janator. And let's see. Yeah. The Williams of Henkas and the Red Bull of Janator go into the pits. Henry stays out. Of course, has younger tires. But Seth Martin goes on. Let's see. Red Bull goes on to the mediums. Williams of Henkas goes to the mediums as well. So, theoretically, currently leading is Martins Luva, I would say. I don't think Tires of Henry will make it to the end. 24 laps? No, 24 laps on hards is not that easy. Atom gets overtaken by Martins Luva. Striker Boy needs an invite. Yes, you can. Striker Boy, there you go. And we are back. So, Phoenix, close already. Close to Martin. Let's see, is Seth going to pit? Yes, he is. Into the box goes Seth. So should go Atom and Templars, I think. The only ones to pit yet. Oh, they staying out. Ooh, are they going for a hard soft, maybe? As Juno Vane sets the fastest lap of the race on the medium tire compound. Fight between Temples and Jamal. Oh, contact between Jamal and Atom. Looked like Jamal rear-ended Atom and made him spin. I think that's going to the stewards after this race. Let's see, Templos doesn't get a good exit, but his tires should also be dead at this point. 16 laps compared to 2 laps on Jamal's car. There is a yellow flag. It is Oltos. Spun out on almost new tires. Phoenix is still behind Martins Luva, and Juno Vane is now very close to the back of Templos, and Templos dives into the pits. Let's see, is he really going on to the softs? Oh, Oltos is telling me, oh, and Janator puts in the fastest lap. Oltos just told the wheel disconnected twice. No, he's not. He's going on to the medium tire compound. So, Atom is also in the pit lane. Jay Wonder gets a 3-second time penalty. Also, mediums for Atom. Phoenix closing down to Martins Luva. He stays behind. He lifts, actually. He wants to stay behind Martin. Yeah, Lewis Piper is a bit late now. The other time you were asleep. This time you got ice cream? Did I? Yeah. Right. I mean, it's a bit more interesting without you, Lewis. So, don't worry. You'll be in the next time. Yeah. Juno Vane gets also a 3-second time penalty, and there is a Haas round of Jay Wonder. Jay Wonder, does he have damage? I think so. He's diving into the pits. Henkas puts in the fastest lap of the race. Phoenix is past Martin. Now Martin is going to have the DRS. Henry losing time to Phoenix now. I think the hearts are giving. Martin is staying behind. Very good exit from Phoenix. Will he manage to defend from Martin? I don't think so. Martin goes for the outside. And he has passed. Completely through. Henk has now passed his teammate, I think. If I'm right. And is close to the back of Jamal. Let's see. As Henry is in the pits. No. Yeah, Henry is in the pits on mediums now. So Martin is leading again. Phoenix close behind, then Jamal, then Henkas, and then Junuvain. Henkas very close to Jamal and has now the option to go past Jamal on the straight. There is a 3-second time penalty for Atom as well. So let's see. I think Altos, no, Altos is in, okay. As Phoenix goes past Jamal at the first DRS zone. Ooh. Yeah, Martin will now have the chance to get back again. Jamal is not defending. Phoenix, sorry. Jamal is behind Henkas now. As Henkas managed to overtake him on those mediums, he is looking rapid on those mediums. Let me tell you that. As the fight for yellow flag, that is a McLaren of Altos. Once again, I think is his wheel disconnected again. Altos is just very unlucky. Since he joined McLaren, he didn't manage to keep his momentum going, which he had at AlphaTauri. Now let's see, will Phoenix go through? Yes, he will. Martin will have DRS on the next straight. Let's see if Martin manages to overtake him again. Very good exit from both drivers. Uses a bit of ERS, and that is going to be a change again. I think this might go down to the last lap as Templos goes past Nova Gibson at the chicane. Oof. Elbows out, isn't it? Let's see the fight here with the Williams and the Ferrari of Jamal. As Jamal is actually catching up to never mind, Henkas is catching up to Phoenix, as Altos retired and left the session. I hope that is not causing any bad. There is the McLaren. Okay. He retired in the pits though, so yeah. Let's not worry about that. I hope it doesn't trigger a safety car or a VSC. Atom gets another 3-second time penalty as Henkas and Jamal are fighting here through sector 2, sector 3. So let's see both of the Williams very high up in the points. As Martin stayed behind this lap and is losing the contact to Phoenix actually. There he goes. He manages to get DRS though. Yellow flag. Atom is round. Oof. Doesn't go into the pits, but I don't think he has a front wing. At least it's not. Is it? It is broken, right? No, doesn't look broken. And Jamal is blinking, so should be Martin, both under 10%. And now there's the chance for these guys here to catch up to these guys in the front. Even though if they continue fighting, they won't have the chance to do that. Let's see. Jamal is closing up, that's for sure. 2 seconds is the gap now. Blue flags for who? Not sure for who these blue flags are. Maybe for Coppercoin. Henkas now with DRS, and there is a virtual safety car as what happened? Yeah, Atom I think lost the front wing completely at this point. So VSC is deployed. Yeah, no front wing. And he goes for the softs, trying maybe to get the fastest lap. That currently should be with 10 plus with a 124.7 Seth Marty. Seth Martin gets a drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC. Ooh, that is going to cost him. Phoenix and Martin again very close to each other as Jamal could take out a second of Henkas. Seth Martin is doing his drive-through penalty as we cannot do anything about it. Biggie Boss half a second behind. Martin 2/10. Is he going for a move? No, he stays behind. Very clever from Martin Zluva. Only 5 laps to go. And there goes Martin. As Striker Boy makes a move on Nova Gibson into the chicane. Junuvain catching up to his teammate. Junuvain has a 3-second time penalty. So we'll probably lose 1 position to Janator. Nova Gibson close behind Striker Boy. So is Jay Wonder to the back of Seth Martin. Seth Martin really unlucky with that drive-through penalty. As Phoenix will probably go for a move on the DRS straight. Yeah, there he goes. And I think Martin doesn't mind, because Martin could go back here into P1 and finish the race in front of Phoenix. So let's see. Jamal goes for a move on Henkas. P3 for Jamal now. Ooh, very close, almost contact. Atom gets the fastest lap on the soft tire compound. On lap 26. Juno Vane close now behind his teammate. Henry is actually now close behind Janator. Henry could catch up to the pack. Has a 3-second time penalty, and he is going for the move side by side. Into turn 1, Henry has it done. P6. Jamal is in the DRS of Phoenix now, and that opens up the battle on these last laps. Three-second time penalty for Nova Gibson. There he goes. Phoenix is through. Jamal close behind Martin now. Only half a second. Henkas losing a bit as Nova Gibson, is it Nova? DNFs. Atom is out of the race. So Henry makes a move on Juno Vane. Ooh, still side by side. Ooh, Juno Vane goes takes a lot of curb there. As Jamal is only 3/10 behind Phoenix now. The battle is open again. I mean, from P1 to P7, there could be anyone the winner. Two laps to go. This and the next, and then it's done. Who will gain the most out of this 2 laps? There we are with a DRS train now, and Jamal was trying to, but stayed behind. Now Martin will probably take back the lead. That's what... Ooh, pushes Phoenix wide, and Phoenix loses the position to Jamal. Oh, once again wide. Oh my god, what is happening? Henry makes a move on Henkas. Phoenix is almost out of the DRS of Martin, and Phoenix gets a 5-second time penalty. Five-second time penalty for Phoenix for overtaking Jamal off track. That was clear. He would get that. Now the question is, did he get pushed out of track? If yes, it could be removed. Oh. Jay Wonder gets a 3-second time penalty. And is he able to make the move on Martin Zluva? Is he going to make the move? No, he is not. He is very, very intelligent. Oh, contact between P1 and P2. And Jamal is next to Phoenix. Phoenix gets the DRS. He's going for a move on Martin for sure. Very good view of the battle has Henry. And Martin is going for the switchback. Does he manage to make it? He does not manage to make it. Yellow flag as Juno Vane DNFs from the race. Martin gets hit from behind. What is happening here? As Phoenix wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. P1 for Phoenix, P2 for Martin, P3 for Henkas, P4 for Janator, Phoenix P5, okay, P6 for Henry, P7 for Templos, P8 for Nova Gibson, P9, ooh, Seth Martin crashes. Also at the end there. What a race. Driver of the day Henry, says the game. I need to see the final, what happened to Juno? I don't know what happened to Juno. Here we have our podium with Martin, Jamal and Henkas. But that 5-second time penalty from Phoenix is probably going to go to the stewards for sure for that overtake off track. We will see. Currently the winner is Martin Zluva, as I am going to save the standings. Also go through this, going through the incidents as well. And the pit stops. Yeah, Martin wins in Abu Dhabi. Thank you for watching. We will be back with T2 round 4 in Imola on Friday. I think Husky will be commentating. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you next week.